presence is something that is very important, because it shows loyalty. It shows loyalty of what side are you on? Where are you loyal? You know? If we are present here, we are present here. If we are too far into the doing, we're in the story. It's very important that we are present through what we are creating also. I know of many groups of people that are more following Gaia, following the flow, following Gaia stream, only want to be of service, so they think these types of things. That is, yes, it's true. I want to say that. Yes, it's true. But the way that they go about it is not producing the right results for them. Because it is about connecting with the body and making the body happy. Because if the body is happy, if you are able to create the reality for yourself around your body, that your body gets lit up, you've done a really good job. You know? That is the game. Get your body lit up. For this being, that is to commune with higher intelligence. That is to bring through information like this and to share it with you guys. It is so joyful for this body to partake in all of this. So, where's your loyalty? Is it with the here and now? Or is it with a story or a fantasy? Right? We can talk about be here, be right now, but if we're only talking about it, we're not really there, you know? And that's one part. Let's say that you have gotten that in check. You are present. You know what that means. Okay? So then's the next step. From that, what are you listening to? Have you connected and deciphered what your soul stream north compass is? Have you found that stream? There is a stream. Let me tell you, there is a stream that you can tune into. And if you're not, that means there are some dualities that needs to be harmonized. And that can be bigger things to change, or sometimes it can be minor things, depending on the level of necessary adjustment within the electromagnetic field and the level of skill of the individual to do that, because that is an internal process. One thing is to know something, another thing is to go through it. So listening to the right voice, that is only done through the body. You can only connect to your inner compass through the body. So your body is your best friend. you know? That's the only way that you can truly know that your ideas have value here, if they're rooted in reality. And if you experience realities that you are not wanting, then there are ways to adjust your energy so that you start to work with that. That is great, because that means that you have a live feed that you can adjust towards, and you have some force to combat. In a way, it does exude that type of force, but it is in a very peaceful way. But still, spiritually, you're exuding a lot of force. In a way, a lot of power. We wouldn't say force, but a lot of power. Because that energy and that determination has fire that can make things happen. You know? You know and yeah at the same time. That's how you get, that's what you get. So this is this fun game. Like, this was my body being a bit sassy, you know? It's funny. It is funny. And so, let's continue. I like this. It's so wonderful to feel this connection very deeply and intimately, also like this, playfully. You know, when we take away all of the limitations that connecting with higher consciousness is sort of like a hierarchy and all of that, when we have dismantled enough of these things, that it just becomes this playful energy with a friend, you know? That's what it is. It is just very playful. It is the rigidity that you have to look after, you know, just pay attention to those things, you know. But then sometimes it's necessary too. It's such an interesting game with the body to maintain this balance, to be able to commune. It's very fun, very, very fun. So, where's your loyalty? Right? Is your loyalty to fun and games? Or is your loyalty to let's make this transmission happen? Not in a way that is judgmental or anything like that, but purely in energy form. What are you focused on bringing through the vocal cords that are entering in and creating a reality? You see? So this playful, although it's wonderful, it's uplifting for the body, needed, it is also a focus. We're not saying that this was anything bad, for that matter, but we're using this as an example. I hope you see that. Yes. My body is laughing because it's so much fun, that connection. So it's like, I just hope they get it. I hope they can just feel it, you know, like that's the energy my body is transmitting here. Yeah. It is very loving, very supportive, very and the loyalty is what we're talking about, right? The loyalty is, what are you focused on? Because where you're focused will be your loyalty. If you are seeing this outcome to go this direction, that's your loyalty. Do you see this outcome to go in this other direction? Then that's your loyalty. Do you see this happening in the most possible way? Now that's your loyalty. Your loyalty is, what are you committed to focus on? And what story are you committed to seeing through? What story are you committed to carrying out? And I'm not only talking about the highlights. I'm talking about what story. How are you making an impact with your life? All of the pain that you've been through, how are you creating an impact with that in the most loving way? Take that fuel and put it to good use, rebuilding this world, injecting it with care, with correction, with alchemy. You are all living alchemists, injecting your own frequency onto your environment. That is how you inject and you start your own movie. Because that is when Gaia grants you access to more energy. When you have harmonized enough, Gaia grants you access to enter into the experience for real, without remote control. Then you're for real in the game. It's everything is more intense. Everything is more intense. The smells, the tastes, the experience is different. Gaia's there supporting, like always. So make sure that your loyalty is in bringing forth the things that you want to see more of. Make sure that you are telling the story in the energetically correct way, so that you make sure that you are tying up loose ends properly, so that you can move forward in your life in a much grander way that you could ever imagine. That is what this alignment truly does. Because your energy is pure on the inside. And when your energy is pure on the inside, you're receiving reflections on the outside as well. That's what we wanted to share for now. And we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.